Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly message. Tisby Olin Odinson. Welcome to my channel. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Let's get to your message, Scorpio. So, if you're new to my channel, we're gonna be working with the Elder Futhark runes, and then we're gonna utilize the cards and all that. So what the runes are telling me right now, Scorpio, very peculiar. I'm still learning the runes, so it's mainly off of intuition right now, mixed with what I have learned with them already. Um, but what I'm just intuitively picking up on the Scorpios that this message is for, or whoever's here, I'm it's just weird feeling. It's this weird feeling of being restricted. I wish I didn't shuffle the freaking cards because I was going to use what we originally had. I am kind of upset that I shuffled them like a mindless dingus because the cards that we had were just phenomenal. Phenomenal. But I guess they don't want me to direct the message with the cards. They must be directed with the runes, so that's probably what happened. Anyway, um, the way it was, Scorpio, it was like you feel restricted in some department when it comes to um, being your divine feminine self in an environment. But this is not an energy where you feel restricted, therefore you are restricted. No, this is an energy you feel restricted. Okay, let's change that. That's exactly what I picked up on the Scorpios. But it wasn't like, okay, let's change that and make plans. It was like, let's change that. Changed. It was like that. It was like it's like you don't like something? Okay. You snapped your fingers, it changed instantly. So for the Scorpios this message is for, I am really getting the sense that I feel like this has to do with, related to a message that I did for you guys earlier back, which it was like, you guys have all the power now. So now what are you gonna do with it? It's like that energy now. Now you guys really integrated that frequency, and now it's like you're walking on Earth with just all this power, pretty much. But anyway, that was like 2 weeklies ago. For it to be present again in this situation, I feel as though now you're actually manifesting something that matches your frequency, and that makes sense. So it's like you have this new part of yourself. This is a very large body in a very small space. Bingo! That's what it is. I love it. Thank you. Wow, that came full circle. No wonder I couldn't put my finger on this energy. It's such a, not peculiar, but it's such a vast energy to be put in a sentence. But what came through, I'm just say it again, is a very big energy in a very tight location. So it's like feeling restricted. So what you do, you just remove yourself. You just instantly move into a bigger space and place. Ah, Scorpio. Wow. Okay, I like that. Let's see, what do we have over here? Okay, let's see. Excuse me. It's getting late. I'm sorry for the late weeklies. I forgot to say that to you guys, but yeah, I'm sorry. This weekly is probably not gonna be my best energy. It might not be. We might have to delay the next weeklies because work, where human life work has been cray. Anyway, back to your reading. Not about me. So Scorpio, I am seeing everything that I have been saying. I'm seeing everything that I have been saying. What you're needing right now, Scorpio, you're needing some patience in the situation, okay? With the Geo, the slew, it's, you know all of this, and you're gonna change all of this, but you're needing to be patient in the process in changing all of this. Yes, You're really needing to imbibe this frequency for it to flip out the way it did as your first card too. It's like you're binding energy. It's the main message for this reading over here. You're needing to take your time with this, because if you move too quickly, you might you might explode. You might explode if you move too quickly. That's why it's for some particular reason. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm picking up on. You just might explode mentally if um you just might explode mentally if you allow this need to escalate into something unhealthy. This need being the need to relocate. Oh, wow. That's literally the card of relocation over here. Los Gonna. This is self-discovery. This also denotes traveling. Um, this is a sunken treasure as well. This is a vast um room of treasure in a deep cave that you thought worthless that became worthwhile. That's similar to the Pisces message, but whatever this is, that's completely different. Like you're reading right now, Scorpio. You're present right here as the Dark Lady. You're here, Scorpio. This is your energy. Um, that makes sense. If this is since your energy is loud and present here, you're like the first. Finally, like we didn't get the Hell rune, Helga, um, as we did in all the other signs. But it's weird because I would expect it to be in the Scorpio one because you guys are just really good at controlling darkness. You're just good. You're not naturally good at it. You're the deep waters of the zodiac sign. Yes, well, Capricorn, but you guys are the deep waters. Your specialty, along and Capricorn. That makes sense. As a Capricorn sun, it's 3:33 a.m. On my clock here. Yeah, as a Capricorn sun, I get along with Scorpios, but for some reason, there's something about me and Scorpios. I just know to uh, not keep my distance, but I know what lines not to cross for Scorpios. I really, really do. I think I know it's because they have a stinger at the end of that tail, so it's like, oh, I see the stinger poking out. Let me move away. It's like that. Anyway, back to your message, Scorpio. So, with this need to be patient about the relocation of this of you, essentially, there is just serenity I'm picking up on. This is a serenity. This is kind of effortless. I don't feel like I need to give this message. That was for like the other one other sign. I think it was Cancer. Yeah, it was like. Oh, sorry. I should be going to sleep. But top of her forehead here, we have the crescent moon. As I said, Cancer, the moon might be dealing with the Cancer. But let's put the cards down. Let's put the cards. As I say that, as I say that, bottom of the deck, the moon's lace, the moon's daughter, Cancer energy once again. Interesting. I keep hitting the mic. I need to move it because that's not nice to you guys. Yeah, with all these energies present, Scorpio, you're you're deeply, deeply rooted in your soul, essentially. Now it's like I don't even know how to explain this. I don't know how to explain this energy Scorpio, but I'm just gonna try to do my best here. So it's weird, but not weird in a bad way. It's weird in human tongue. It's actually quite marvelous and phenomenal. It's you're more your higher self than you are your human self. Okay, that's what this is. You're more your higher self than you are your human self. Because of that, you're looking at your human body. You're for others of you to help the mass understand. Um, it's knowing the true worth of your being and looking at where your being is right now and it not matching the worth that you see yourself. That's what you need to be patient in and with Geo the Slow. It's like you know the value of your higher self, and because for some of you, you're mainly your higher self right now, you might be impatient, and that's why you might be feeling restricted because where you are right now isn't where you see yourself to be, and that's where the patience really needs to be in right now. Because with the fairy godmother, she is present here. She's looming over your presence over here, and you need not fret about the situation you're in because it's like she's just on the outskirts of your situation. But she's not completely present because you got this. You got this. Even if you don't think you got this, you got this. Whatever this is, you got this. Um, and she's not completely present. She's present in essence. Okay, so this is where it gets paradoxical. Okay, and we do have the paradox card. It's interesting. Now I'm getting okay. That's cool. The fact that this energy is present as I'm about to get into the paradox. Um, it's like you're working with her energy, but she's not in your energy at the same time. It's like you're kind of imbibing her frequency of making luck fall out of nowhere. You're just making it work for you, but she's not controlling your physical simulation as your higher self would, because you are your higher self right now. You can see things very clearly right now, Scorpio. This situation that you're in. You know your power. You know the power you possess. You know the value of your higher self, and because of that, this knowing is it runs deep. It's visceral. You can feel it. It's palpable within you, because you can feel this vastness. It's such a vastness. Let me tell you, with the Perth rune present, this is a very deep, deep. All the runes exist within this rune over here. All of them exist within this rune. This is the unknown rune. But what is known about this rune is something is always created when it's present. You don't know what's going to be created, but something is created out of this. And something about allowing yourself to surrender to the unknown. There's a lot of surrender, free frequency with this Las Gunna over here. Fair fairy energy. There's a lot of surrendering with her. There's just look at how she's just completely on her knees. Just imbibing what it is that she must accept. And what must be accepted is where she is right now. She might be in a muddy location, but what you don't see is in front of her, mushrooms are moving. That's how the fairies are showing it to me right now. It's like the mushrooms. It's like an obstacle course, right? It's the mushrooms are constantly moving, going like this, going like this. It's like a treadmill going this way, a treadmill going that way, and she's just patiently waiting for the mushrooms to line up perfectly. When there's that intersection, then she's going to hop. Then she's going to leap. So it's being very patient. So there's more of that. It's being very patient with knowing when to make a move, knowing when to make a decision. And patience is going to help resolve this. I can't really give you better advice than that, Scorpio, because that's just all that they're giving me. Because something about this, they're wanting to keep hidden. They're really wanting to keep something about this hidden, because something about where you're relocating to, where you're headed to, Scorpio, is very divine, is what I'm hearing. It's very fruitful. Um, yes, especially with uh, Ceres over here, the very fortunate fairy, and Lost Gunna, travel, self-discovery. Something about it is very loud. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Interesting. I was going everywhere, this message. Something about this feels ephemeral. Like, you feel like, oh, ephemeral. Okay, so, like, this current situation, you don't have to wait long. It's not going to be a long wait. Be patient, but you don't have to wait too long for whatever this is, Scorpio. You don't have to wait too long. It's going to be ephemeral. It's going to be quite quick. It's not going to last that long, this energy of having to wait. It's going to be resolved. Definitely. With the poop, this is the resolution fairy. This is where paradoxes can exist. This is where you must look at the black and the white and the white and the black. The fact that it's paired alongside the Dark Lady, Scorpio, this to me, I'm really getting, really getting that this space that you were forced to be isolated, this time that you're forced to wait, the space that you're in that is having you, sorry, on your knees. Because there's a lot of that imagery with she, this lovely fairy in the center here, on her knees, and she has angelic wings. So this is the light within the dark lady. But just look at two of these beings on their knees waiting. I don't. This feels interesting. Now I feel like I'm reading for the feminine of last week's Scorpio reading, which was like the masculine before he offers his cup to his feminine. It's like something like you guys know. You guys know something is about to be birthed. You don't know exactly what it is, and the universe doesn't want you to know exactly what it is. So you being completely accepting of that, instantly going to resolve this, and you're actually going to enjoy your time in the waiting room. Okay, let's see what else can we get here for the Scorpios. That that is what I saw. This is what I saw. There it is. Oh, I managed to find it on accident. So this is how I saw the cards before I started the reading, which was just uncanny and marvelous. It was 0 and then 1. This card was on top of this card. That's how I saw it before I started the reading. I was like, whoa. But I really didn't understand it yet because it was completely opposite to the energy that I was picking up on. What I was picking up on, it was like, you guys feel restricted. But in the place you're in. I didn't get that at the time when I got that. When I was reading all of that, but it just played out the way it did. This whole reading was interesting. Anyway, but it's here again. The fairy guide. So this is a clean new slate, a clean new beginning that you're venturing into, Scorpio. Yeah, so this is going to be, this is essentially wherever you're headed, it's a completely new space, a completely new place. And just look at all this space. Where you didn't have enough space to be, now you're going to have more than enough to be. And that's the message, Scorpio. I don't have anything else to say to you guys. This is just what I'm receiving right now for the Scorpios. Which was lovely. It was a lovely message. Nothing bad about it, really. Just be patient, because if you know where you're headed, at the same time you don't know where you're headed. You just know something's about to be headed towards you. It's a lovely energy, and it's like you're just enjoying time alone right now. You're just enjoying time in the dark side of the moon over here. It's interesting. That's because like all the other signs, the dark side of the moon rune came up, but they didn't get the dark side of the rune card. But you did, but you didn't get the rune. It's just interesting. That's funny, but I'm gonna just leave that at that, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this message. I am available for personal readings. All that information is down below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Join the Kindred family. And until the next weekly, Scorpio, travel safely through the night, the mind into the light, the divine. And I say to you, farewell. Receive this arrow of love.